Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. So it has been a while since we've done a reaction for the Honkai Star Rail channel. A little bit of news updates for everybody before that. So I finally got around to getting a new earpiece so that I can actually start wearing hats on the stream again. So that's something new. I've finished playing through pretty much most of everything that's going on in Genshin outside of the Lantern Rite, which just started. We'll probably be saving a stream for that maybe either Monday or Tuesday this week, once I'm caught up on editing. And someone near and dear to me has actually donated some music to the channel, so maybe in the edited version of this live reaction, you'll actually be able to hear some of that. I'll probably play it a little bit over the outro. And unrelated to that, or actually technically related to that, this reaction, for once, is actually live on Twitch TV/Sheetstreams. We're recording it on February 1st. I know this trailer came out a few days ago, but for the most part, I was out of town. I was watching the Iron Lung movie with friends. And I did not expect the trailer to get dropped. That being said, with the whole 3-week delay for 4.0, it's kind of up in the air when anything's going to be coming out for the 4.0 patches. I actually still don't even know when the 4.0 live stream is going to be coming out. I might watch it if there's enough demand for that. But for the most part, I don't have any plans to watch it unless, like, people in the Discord want it, or if, like, another content creator or a friend wants me to do, like, a live react with them. But we have a video to react to right now. Improv Tour trailer. Binge it all, the truth after the Battle of Iron Tomb. So I'm guessing Improv Tour is going to be what our Saga of Heroes type trailer series is going to be called moving forward for the 4.0 to 4.8, maybe 4.7. I don't know if we're going to go all the way to 4.8, but it's starting to seem like that's probably going to be the series of trailers. They're going to be called the Improv Tour trailers, I'm assuming. If it's a one-off, I'd be very surprised. Because, like, instead of we did get Myriad Celestias as well during the 3.x, because we got one for what was going on in the Lafu, and then we got the whole, what was it, the Exomyth 8 trailer? Or whatever it was, Exotail. The one with the Stellaron Hunters. So, who knows? Maybe these will be replacing the Golden Epic PBs. Alright, let's read the description on this. What do we got here? The Cosmic Alliance comes face to face with destruction. The universe's end is approaching. Trailblazer, it's not the time to fall yet. Story recap. What kind of secret could possibly be lurking behind the comic that's been rejected by every major publisher? From the author of Fluffy Across the Blue, their brand new procrastination masterpiece is exposed for the first time. Blowing up across the entire web ads out the wazoo, the author personally jumping into to commemorate themselves into oblivion? Pure sharing, pure torture, pure riding the hype train. If this made you mad, send your hate mail to blurry_QR_cult. English voice Nihilux. Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina. And comic editor Faye Mata, which is Jade's VA? Okay. So this is going to probably be told from the perspective of Nihilux, who, I'm not sure if you've seen them, maybe Editor Me will put her picture up right now. There was this Who Is Aha thingy that was going up on Twitter where they basically showed us all of, or maybe not all of, they showed us 6 characters that are going to be upcoming in 4.x. They showed us, what was it? Nihilux, Ashvale, Sparksy, Blade, and Silverwolf. I think I'm forgetting one more, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, Yao Guang, of course. It was Yao Guang. So yeah, this is going to be told from the perspective of Nihilux. This kind of character that looks like a fusion dance of the Herda and Acheron. Well, without further ado, let's put on subtitles. Let's start watching and get to reacting.
The showdown for the cosmos is about to begin.
Okay. I didn't realize I had my audio turned off.
The showdown for the cosmos is about to begin.
Iron Tomb versus the Trailblazer.
The Lord Ravager, who will scrap the erudition.
Is that the JoJo menacing text?
Who dare stand against me? To the right, Emporius' own Chrysos heirs. You're up against us. And the much-anticipated trailblazing star. With a flick of my finger, the
Is
Cosmic
that
Alliance.
the sock puppet?
I better try something else.
Warning, the Cosmic Alliance is destructive. Oh my goodness, that's so much text.
As our tale resumes, the Trailblazer calls for backup
Help.
and summons the Cosmic Alliance. Could it be? The Beauty has officially joined the IPC?
The Beauty?
Weaponized beauty is the honey trap of capitalism.
The honey trap of capitalism?
Super intelligent geniuses say, it's time for your
Ooh,
impressive
manga
powers.
screw 'em. Fucking weird.
Move world class.
Whoa, look at
Strike and strike.
Black Swan.
Reliability, the superpower of adults.
The superpower of adults.
A million horsepower on the move. Xianzhou
Oh,
Alliance
it's the
finally
generals.
Salvation by force for the especially stubborn. Now it's
Sunday?
our turn to fight back. All units, assemble!
I'm loving the art styles that are getting for each little faction. So this is just a manga retelling of the final battle of Vamporius.
Yet this crisis is but a taste for the catastrophe to come.
Oh,
Everything is
Nanook!
under destruction's control.
the Lord
In the face
Ravagers.
of utter devastation. Where will the Trailblazers' path lead? Will they
Just die. Want to watch an ad to change the ending?
No! When straying paths
Aha!
converge once more. Why? Why must you kill them again? Destiny's quiet resolve
What is going
already
on?
down. They forced my hand the moment they delivered the
To train into the planet.
to Planarcadia. What caused their impairment? Do you have any idea when I went through
Is this the
express
Bachelorette?
for you? I still remember the sound of your laughter. I thought that would make them look back at me, but they never did.
What is happening?
Your legs, but I've lost my love.
The music is pretty good, I gotta admit.
The flames. Let's leave together to a place without the Trailblazers. I just want to hear.
Oh wait,
you
I just
laugh
noticed an
once
ad
more.
countdown in the corner.
I'm sorry, but I don't want any regrets. The three of us can start
Stab,
things over.
betrayal, love,
Rise,
drama.
Billy. The 60-second ad has ended. Please claim your reward.
Oh wait, that was an ad. I ship this.
Literally a debt collector. Official serials are such a bore compared to Eon gossip. Besides, true inspiration
Did she
only
just break a
starts
window
during
for
the
no
final
reason?
countdown. That's the do or die spirit
There he
of
is.
the comic artist.
Nihilux. Akavili. I will find you. Aha! Man, are you all elated? I'm elated. Well, we're gonna have to start breaking that down. So, let's mute it and start going back and going through this little bit by bit. So this first section, this kind of reminds me of that combat event where it was doing the verses, and it's set up in a similar way. I feel like I don't really have to talk that much about this, because it's, for the most part, just someone's retelling of events. It is a little bit funny, but I wanted to look at it, stop looking at this text. Okay, here we go. Warning, the promised time has come. This video is not for die-hard fans of the original game, the final chapter of the comic, the high-intensity content. Throughout the original Cosmic Alliance comes publication decline, face-to-face destruction. The universe's end is approaching weekly. A Planarcadia Furbo. What's a Furbo? I thought it was a. I was thinking it was FUBAR for a second there, which is a different acronym. I don't know what Furbo means. Welcome back, Trailblazer, the Aeon's Whisper, the new Trailblaze production. Don't you dare blink. We're calling the Alliance via text is kind of hilarious interpretation. Weaponizing beauty at the Connie trap of capitalism. Oh, hang on. Special announcement. This comic is brought to you by the International Peace Entertainment. Is that why the IPC looks like they've been beauty filtered? That is, like, ridiculous. That being said, the art style here of the Genius Society is, I think, probably one of the funniest. This is reminding me of the art style of, what's it called? Was it the Panty and Stocking with garter belt? It kind of reminds me of that little art style. It also reminds me of the weird plush doll that we see for a couple frames at the beginning of Herta's character trailer. But I like the big anime eyes. It's just very hilarious. It's very fluffy. And they got the big round faces with the plushy, plump cheeks. The super intelligent geniuses say it's time for your super impressive powers. Take a screenshot and share this genius society now. You're guaranteed to ace every exam. We gotta keep an eye out for these extra little editor's notes. Also, I've just noticed Ron May is ripped. Look at her flexing. Also, Himiko looking wonderful here. And Welt. Damn, looking fine for a 79-year-old man. Push his glasses slightly up. And Black Swan here looking like a JoJo villain. Reliability, the superpower of adults. That's just a funny quote. So we get Iron Tomb on a wanted poster. Someone punches through the wanted poster. It's Fei Xiao. Honestly, the generals... This is pretty much our first time actually seeing Yao Guang in any official material outside of her drip feed. So this is, I guess, our first look at Yao Guang, who I believe will either be in Phase 1 or Phase 2 of the 4.0 banners. I haven't seen what the banners are, but Sparksy and Yao Guang were drip fed. So we know that this character will be on banner in 4.0. No clue what she does. But she's going to be our first Elation unit, I guess. And then we get this Sunday, Don Hung, and Trailblazer, March. Honestly, Sunday looks pretty good in this art style. Don Hung seems kind of generic. Stell looks great. March 7th looks honestly kind of generic, I'll be not going to lie. All units assemble. Alright, what else we got here? Punching Iron Tomb, KO. Here we go. Then we have the Lord Ravagers. I see Selenova. I see Asat Pramod. Is that Fantilia over here? There's Lexbane. There's us. We look really, really tiny. You can barely see us. Facing up against them. I forget this guy's name. Was it Sun Devourer? And Zephyro. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much everyone, all 7 minus Iron Tomb, who is dead. Dunzo. That being said, in the last Myriad Celestia trailer we got that I remember watching, what was it, Fables of the Stars Part 2, we learned that, no, that was the Exotail 8. In Exotail 8, we learned that there's going to be an 8th Ravager in one of the timelines where it's like Jing Liu / Jing Yuan with the Lightning Lord turning into the Swarm Lord, I guess. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. Alright. And rip. Okay, watching an ad to change the ending. I don't want to die or watch the ad where the option's there. And then we get this really ridiculous rom-com genre. What was this called? When Strayed Paths Converge Once More is the name of this. And I can't believe I didn't notice this till there's like 20 seconds left, but there's an ad countdown. So this entire thing is fake. This is an ad. But the fact that this is an ad makes me think that this is a real show that somebody wrote that exists somewhere. Honestly, and whenever I see this type of hat, though, it makes me think of Melania Trump for some reason, because she wears a weird-looking hat like this. As a hat collector, I don't own a hat like that. Especially not one with a veil attached to it. No, wait, I do own one with a veil attached to it. I bought it for the pandemic so I could attach a mask to it. So we have Aha and Nanook in a weird star-crossed lovers, or should I say path-crossed lovers. Fate's quiet design has already been laid down. And this is a reference to a famous movie poster with the moon with a rocket in its eye, but instead now it's got a train in its forehead. Or a train in its eye. That's a nice little fun reference. What caused their impairment? Do you have any idea what I went through to blow up the Express for you? So is Aha saying in this fictional retelling that Aha blew up the Astral Express for Nanook? Because that is something that canonically did happen. Aha took a human form and blew up the Astral Express. That is something that happened at one point, according to lore. I still remember the sound of your laughter. I thought it would make them look back at me, but they never did. So can an Aeon get gazed upon by another Aeon? Could an Aeon become an emanator of another path, if the paths overlap enough? These are the kind of questions that are stirred by this, not the weird rom-com nonsense. This is just funny to me. Also, they're all playing on our corpse. This entire conversation is happening around our corpse after Nanook killed us. So the continuity of whatever this show that we're seeing an ad for makes no sense to me, but it has to tie in with this completely separate manga. I have no clue what's going on. What drew them to the flames? We still actually know nothing about Nanook's ascension outside of it's somewhat related to Adlevin, which is a planet that had to both suffer under the Swarm disaster as well as the Emperor Machine War. So Nanook's got a big backstory that someday we'll get to see, but for the time being, it's still a mystery. There's even a slight possibility that Akavili is Nanook. That's a very popular theory I see every now and then. All three of us can start things all over. Arise, my Akavili. That being said, we also might be Akavili. If Amphorius turns out to be a microcosm of the universe, and the entire universe itself is in cycles, and the fact that we got to see ourselves at the end of the Amphorius story, except it was the character we didn't choose, makes us think that the whole universe is probably in a time loop, and in an alternate timeline, or at the end of time, we might go back to the beginning and become Akavili. That's probably something that might actually happen. Ad playback complete, ending successfully changed. Tap to revive the Trailblazer immediately. Welcome to the Trailblaze. I ship this. Nice art, but don't draw. But don't draw anymore. The IP is in Planarcadia. That's so perfectly normal. Astral Express. Any resemblance is ultimately just resemblance. Fuck. Trailblaze. Why Planarcadia? Show me more of the main story. Am I the only one who thinks the different art style is foreshadowing? Stellar and Hunter, yes. Write it just like that. Actually, yeah, the Stellar Hunters didn't really get a what's it called? Yeah, the Stellar Hunters didn't get mentioned in this for some reason. I wonder why. Waiting for updates on Fragrant Medicine is the bottom one. That's right behind where I am sitting. You can't see it. Ooh, it's right down there. Akavili shouldn't be here. Oh, Akavili, I shouldn't be here. Beware, it's fictitious history. Honestly, I thought this was Bronya for a minute there, but I could see the hat. They got the stereotypical manga author cap, I guess. Ooh. The photo that I saw of this character before was all done in black and white, so I didn't really get a good look at their hair colors. They have like a pink, what do they call that? Two-tone hair, where it's like a pink underline. Inspiration only strikes during the final countdown. That sounds spoken like a true artist with a deadline that their editors are breathing down their neck for. And this is Nihilux, the new character that actually we don't know when they're going to be coming out. If I had to guess, they'll probably be coming out in either 4.1 or 4.2. That's probably when they'll be coming out. But beyond that, no clue. Because we've only basically been revealed, I think, like 5 or 6 new characters. And if 2 of them are coming out in 4.0, then the other 4 are probably coming out in 4.1 and 4.2, unless they do the weird 1 character per patch thing like they did for Wrap-Up back at 2.6. Well, this has been indeed a wild ride. And I'm really, really intrigued, and I'm very excited for 4.0. I've actually am a little bit thankful to the fact that we have a 3-week delay, because it gives me time to catch up on Genshin stuff, which our next Genshin stream will be Lantern Rite. You can see Zibai in the bottom of my recommended feed right there. Haven't watched any of those trailers. But I guess this is a good time for the outro. So, if you would like to stay informed on what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, the best way to do that is to join my Discord. And this is a rare instance of me doing a reaction live at twitch.tv/sheet streams. And when I go and edit this later, maybe I've put it in already, but there is a new track that has been written specifically for use on this channel, and I'm going to have it playing at some point in future videos. I might use it in the outro, or I might cut it down and use it in other things like shorts. So maybe you're listening to it right now, maybe you're not. Anywho, if there's anything else you want to see me react to, let me know. Leave a comment about that, or we have a section in the Discord where people can request stuff. Anywho, now that I've finally reacted to this, it's time for me to do the thing that I always do after this, which is usually immediately watch 2 or 3 of the people that I follow for React content to see what they are doing and what they have to say about this trailer. I might have overreacted a little bit and gone a little haywire, but I want to see what other people have to say. Anyway, that's enough from me. Stay safe out there, and I will see you all in the next stream. Stay safe out there.